A very warm welcome to everyone who is listening or watching right now this community updates. Today we have the 26th of July 2022, and of course great things are in front of us, and about that we want to talk a little bit the next minutes, that everyone gets a little bit of overview, what's going on, what is in preparation. And so like you know, Safir is operating in three different product categories. It's energy tech, it's health tech, and of course our biggest category is blockchain tech. And there we are cooperating with a company with a fantastic and absolutely great potential for the future, ZENIQ Technologies, which is based in Dubai, in the United Arab Emirates. And today we have the pleasure and the honor that the CEO of ZENIQ Technologies is with us. That's of course a great situation, so a big welcome, ERWIN.
Thanks, Werner. It's a pleasure to be here again and to give you guys a quick update about all these new developments and what was happening now the last few weeks and months since our last invitation that we had. And I think there are a lot of interesting things and developments, and so I'm happy to share this information.
First topic, I think, where we start, in the last weeks we had a lot of happy faces all over the world, because the global hub delivery have started in a huge scale. Don't know what in addition we can to share with that, about timelines, functionalities.
So hub delivery, as Werner mentioned, is for us now the big deliveries that we are working full gas on all this distribution all over the world, and happy emails that we are getting. Finally, we got the hub. We're super happy to have the hub. We also started a campaign, hashtag got my hub. So if you are happy to share the picture or a small video about your hub, we will be very happy to share this on social media. And so yeah, I think it's now the time when a lot of people will finally receive what they were waiting for. We are working full gas on all the deliveries to finalize all the 2021 deliveries is our goal. Of course, we had some issues also about the war in Ukraine and Russia. It was somehow affecting us, but anywhere we are trying to do the maximum. We are on full delivery course, and I'm happy to see the happy faces getting their hub in the next few weeks and months.
Then of course we've also spoken last time about the possibility to choose different colors for the hub. I think also this is not forgotten.
No. So for us the main topic was now to deliver as much as possible, and we had a lot of orders that we want to let's say accomplish, and then to offer during this delivery time already additional colors. We didn't want to have let's say a big mess with all these different changes, and then we decided all 2021 deliveries will be black, and all the orders starting from January 2022 will have the option to still change the color. This is an option that we will offer soon, and then you will have also the colors, the different ones that you can choose, and so there will be nice add-ons then in the future.
Great. Also, of course, for the delivery, that's important possibly to know if someone have not seen that yet, or was not reading it in our Telegram channels. So when your hub is ready for delivery, in your Safir back office is coming a pop-up window where you have to check again, is the delivery address still the same? Your telephone number, of course, have to be there, because sometimes a delivery service try to call, and of course then you should be reachable, and then you have to confirm by yourself, okay, I am ready now to receive the hub, and then the sending is done. Yeah?
Exactly. Please check this, it's very important. We had some deliveries that were not possible because of this, and so please check the address, be sure that this is fine so that we can deliver. And as soon as the delivery is activated, you will get a message so that you know and you are aware that your hub is coming to you. So please check this, and we are more than happy to help you to succeed on getting your hub.
Great. So now, of course, a few of great functions are already on the hub, but of course during the year more and more will come, because specific functions also need other systems which are close to for the activation, and One of the things, of course, which were very important for all these additional things now was this, that was activated on the Senkon in Mexico. Don't know if you want to speak a few words about the Senkon, because we were a group of people also there from the Safir side, just to have a look. What means that the Senkon was absolutely impressive, but just that all those people which have not the possibility to be there have a little bit of a feeling how that looks like, what that means, and what's the goal of something like that.
So first, the first question, the ZENIQ hub. You can imagine the ZENIQ hub like when you have a cell phone and you have all the different apps that you can do. Let's say the newer updates of different things, and so kind of this you can imagine all these new updates that are coming for the hub. Of course, you can decide if you want to have it or not, but there will be a lot of things. So if you know, in the IT world, there is never a finished product. You're always developing, always making it better and faster, and keep up, you know, with this fast technology. And because of that, we created like a completely new department, but also a new whole, let's say, movement that we start. And let's say one of the leading flagships for this is the Senkon event. The Senkon event is actually an event for developers. So, you know, maybe the DevCon, we created the Senkon. And this Senkon is actually to bring a lot of developers together who are, let's say, developing and programming on our smart chain. And for us, this event was actually the kickoff when we launched the ZENIQ smart chain, and people were building already on it. And we were like super proud that we saw everything that we were developing and speaking and telling the people. Now it's real. And this is for us like a big game changer. And so we are very happy, and when we saw the faces and the people developing and programming, we saw all these, you know, possibilities that we have, especially from people who were already programming, doing smart contracts on the Ethereum blockchain, and then they saw that they can copy paste actually what they did, because it's the same, you know, language, the same stuff that they did and that they learned over so many years. And I think there are huge future, a bright future for us, and I was really happy, big success. And out of this event, we decided now to do a whole series out of it. So to have this flagship Senkon event where we are bringing the best of the best together, and of course getting prize money, getting like for all these special projects support to help them to get in an incubation phase and to develop these great ideas, to bring these ideas to the market, and of course to create more, let's say, more life on our smart chain. And so based on this, we are starting now, especially in the new year, small Senkons all over the world, together in collaboration with universities, trying to support students, help them to learn how to program. And I think this is a very strong and good initiative, and we got very strong feedback with the universities that we were working already in Mexico, and so proud and happy of these developments.
That was absolutely great. So, like I said before, a small group of Safir people also were there just to have this experience, what that all means. And of course, I also had the possibility there to speak with a few programmers. Of course, I'm not a programmer, I'm not a technical guy, but what was clear to see there, in the moment where they had the possibility to program first time on the smart chain, they was completely blown away, because it's super fast, it's super cheap when transactions are happening. So that's like a new world for them, what they never have seen before, somewhere else, never have experienced before. And I think a lot of people not even have understood right now completely what that really means. They have their own smart chain, and specifically the ZENIQ smart chain, which is so much stronger than the most things out exists there. And can speak a little bit about that.
Yes, of course. As I mentioned, one of the topics before is this copy-paste possibility of all the skills that they learned. This is this Ethereum virtual machine, it's called, where they are programming on Solidity, and they know, they trained the whole thing, and they can actually use these skills already on this new let's say, a smart chain, and this will help us to scale quite fast. And I think this is one of the tools that we have. And then if you take just the core features of the blockchain, is that when you see the smart chain, you have the capacity is like 1,000 times bigger than Ethereum. I mean, imagine 1,000 times transactions. We can do 10,000 transactions in a second. You know, this is like, if you compare it to Ethereum with 27, I mean, it's a huge difference. So I think on the long term, we did some really good moves to be able to compete also in a few years and against other ones. But now it's actually the time where we want to show, where we want to communicate, where we want to kick off actually the smart chain until end of the year, when people will realize what strong and good working blockchain is. And we need now to find collaboration partners, to find good projects that we want to bring to our blockchain, and then let the whole life of this smart chain, floor. And this is like at the moment one of the big topics. And I'm pretty sure that from the technical side we can compete with the big ones. And now it's up to us to find, the right partnerships, to find the right community, to find the right people who are supporting us. And so I'm very thankful about all the people who trusted us until now. And now it's the time when we actually can really show what we did and what possibilities do we have with this blockchain. And I'm very happy, exciting times. And one of the kickoff events that we will talk for sure now or a little bit later, it's the tokenization event on the 13th of November. So that will be a big event at the Burj Khalifa. And this event is focused on investors, on partnerships. There will be panel discussions about tokenization, NFTs, about how to do a marketplace, why it's important, which possibilities do we have here in different business. So I think this will be a very interesting and important meeting for us to kick off then, let's say, the whole market, and to get new customers, new projects, new ideas. And so I'm very happy and looking forward to this event. And so this is more or less the next few weeks. I will hand over the word to you, Verna. If not, I cannot stop. And
No, but for the smart chain, what I understood was so important, because on the smart chain, the tokenizations, NFTs, smart contracts, all these things are built on the smart chain. So this is the second layer of the blockchain. And there are not so many smart chains on the market.
Yes, there are not even 10. And as Werner mentioned, we are calling it the second layer. If you see it like pure technically, it's actually a side chain, and they are connected. And for us, it's important also that people understand, that everything that is happening on the smart chain, every transaction, every new project, everything which is a movement that is happening on the smart chain is actually burning ZENIQ coins. And this is very important, and people need to understand. So the more life we're getting, the more value we bring in this project. And that's why it's so important to kick off this event, in November, but also to build our development community with the Senkon events, with the new developers, with the educational part. Of course, we are still working all parallel to that on the ZENIQ Academy, where we want to emphasize and support people, educate people to understand the difference between what is the private key, what is the public key, and some stuff like this. And I think this is one of the important points that we want to focus now the next half a year, and where we have like strong tools to hopefully succeed.
Great. One of the next features, of course, where people are already excited to get it, because few people have ordered it, of course, already, is the ZENIQ debit card. Mm-hmm. And so what I have understood, they're already prepared for delivery, but there's still some work to do on that to make it very special. Yeah. And what's the status of that?
Yeah. So for the ZENIQ debit card, actually the card is already finished. We are still working on this, let's say, portal to have a good overview for the customers, what they're spending, how it's working. And so this is the only thing that we need to test to be 100% sure that this is all working. And so they are like the final steps. In August, we will have the delivery, and the cards are already in pole position waiting for the customers to be delivered. And so yeah, it's just a matter of a few weeks. In August, I'm pretty sure that we can deliver.
Great. On the Senkon in Mexico, of course, you had a much more longer stay afterwards, because it was a few weeks then in South America, because you also meet there the owner and founder of Tupan for a lot of meetings. Mm-hmm. And so like everyone in the community anyway knows, the Tupan minting is close now to get started. So the pre-sale have already started of the masternodes, which is the technical requirement for that, of course. And the minting starts soon too, as we speak from August, so it's not far away. And what you can give as additional information, a little bit insights to Tupan, what it all means, how huge is this whole infrastructure, what they have set it up there. So I think there is still a lot of potential to understand, because it's much more bigger, like the most people see in the first moment.
Yes. I had the honor to be the first time in Brazil. It's close to São Paulo, and we had really an amazing 10 days with Orali Ferriani, and we were discussing first also, of course, about the Tupan project, how we will do it, what are the benefits, how we can structure this in a let's say proper way. We were already checking the land where that it's now the next step, that we will start to buy land. On these land pieces we will put trees, and these trees are creating these carbon credits. And so for this, let's say the setup is done. It was just, let's say, detailed discussions, but it was important and necessary to do it. And I think it was a great start. Super happy with these pre-orders, and we are doing like a great job. And thanks to the community to believe in this project, of course. And and starting from this, I think the whole setup with this community token that we are having on the hubs, the fund will play in the future a big role. And this fund will not just own the land and the trees and the carbon credits, the whole tokens that are out. They will do investments on the token. The token itself, it will increase in value, and the whole fund will increase with all these purchases. And the bigger the fund is, the more power we have, the more power, the more value that the community token will also have. And this is important, because then in the future we will also have the opportunity to have from the fund a token, which is a share of the fund. And this, of course, will be able to connect with the community token, because it's all, of course, on the ZENIQ smart chain. And as you know, we are working on our app, and there will be a swap function. And this ZENIQ swap, we will talk later about it. But this will be similar like Uniswap. We will have an exchange, decentralized exchange running on the ZENIQ smart chain. And then you will be able to, in an easy and quick way, to exchange all these tokens. And so, I think this is a very interesting thing. And as I mentioned, the fund will play a big role. And this fund alone have 67 different patents of different things, and this just imagine if we can produce for each patent a minting. So huge. And I think out of this, I think we have a huge potential, super strong partner, very, very happy to work with the team in Brazil. And I'm really looking forward to the next few months and years, what is coming. And stay tuned. There will be some surprises, and we have some events coming up. So step by step, we will announce what we are planning, what we are working on, and I'm sure that people will be very excited in the next few months.
The most important thing, of course, is everyone, we have seen the basic presentation of Tupan, that this is not just a real project, it's a spectacular. all 70 goals of the United Nations, which is fulfilling plus. Yeah? And I think this is anyway the foundation for everything. And we look to other projects which are somehow connected to ZENIQ, like ERWIN, real with massive potential. Tupan with a own circle and mechanic in the background. And this makes it so spectacular. Yeah? Because you know there are so many projects outside there everywhere, but the question is all the time, which project have a real foundation in the background that they can succeed and real can get super successful afterwards, because based on real potential, not just on a vision that it could be like that. Yeah? And for that reason, what I've understood, Tupan have prepared that for years anyway, before already. And then we was with them, and of course the whole ZENIQ team with them in discussions and meetings for many months to get it done.
Of course.
And we are really spectacular, and I think that we can look forward. I'm very happy, because great things are waiting on us and are coming, are on the way.
Yeah? Yes. No, I think as Werner mentioned, I absolutely agree that like ERWIN and WU with this real platform to have this Uber of private jets. I mean, this is a huge project, really huge. I mean, we talked last week, I think, about it. All the other existing, let's say, companies who are trying to build something, they're scared. They're scared about this new project because they see the potential. They saw what they did already, and so I'm pretty sure that this will be a big success. And now this other project with Tupan, the carbon credit topic, it's also like huge. Check, please educate yourself, see how big this market is on carbon crediting. The offset of carbon credits is really a big one. And we're doing, like, from one side something good, and we are earning good money, you know. And I think this is one of the most important things. And so I'm happy to be part of this project. And good stuff.
Yeah, and others of the things, of course, also supporting the price development of the ZENIQ coin, because all the time ZENIQ coins are burned in the background. So the minting of Tupan is happening already on the ZENIQ smart chain.
Yes.
ERWIN will make their migration to the ZENIQ smart chain in August, September. Yeah. And all these movements, everything what is happening there, every additional project is supporting burning ZENIQ coins and have with the direct influence on also the price development of ZENIQ. So everything is reflecting back, and this, of course, is a great situation. And one of the things, of course, we will also have a huge mechanic in the background for the ZENIQ coin is the ZENIQ swap.
Yeah.
Like I said before, when I've understood it right, it's like Uniswap, but of course, everyone knows Uniswap, it's a great exchange, of course, but you only can trade the Ethereum-based tokens. So that means in this case, when you look there to the fees, which are shown there sometimes when you want to do a transaction or a trade or something like that, can be massively. And here, of course, it's not just super fast, then, of course, also completely other fees. And only this, and of course with the potential of the smart chain, basically existing projects which have built up on other blockchains or new ones that just say, okay, from the beginning on I want to be on the right one, they have a very easy procedure to migrate then, do the ZENIQ smart chain, and of course also list their coins, their tokens on the ZENIQ swap. And of course with all these transactions, ZENIQ coins are burned, so everything is supporting. And yes. So it just makes fantastic sense. Everything is connected together.
Yes. No, it's like I was giving last time an example that we were working on the car, and we were trying to find the right tools, the right mechanisms, and now the car is ready. And so the tokens which are coming from ERWIN, the tokens from Tupan, this minting from Tupan, ZENIQ swap, which every transaction, then also the debit card, then all these functions are ready for the car, and now the whole ecosystem is starting to drive. Until now, it was standing, and this is like a big change, and the people will feel it. They will see how these mechanisms are working, and now we can see how our car is accelerating. And I think this is the interesting part when you see that your baby is now ready and is starting to walk actually. Yeah.
That's also visible for everyone. No?
Yeah.
The smart chain as a second layer from the blockchain. Of course, this is not something where you can do something on it. No? You just see it's the technical foundation. But on the swap, when you can trade and then you can make transactions, you really see how super fast and how super cheap. Then everyone is recognizing, from my point of view, this is not just a token like that, it's exactly like that. Yeah? And this, of course, great. And the ZENIQ swap, anyway, is the small brother of the huge exchange, where the beta version, what I know, is planned for the end of the year.
Yeah.
And there, of course, even more possibilities are possible.
Yeah. So I think there were sometimes a few confusions between ZENIQ swap and the ZENIQ exchange. So there are two different exchanges, as Werner mentioned already. So the ZENIQ swap, it's built on the ZENIQ smart chain. Yeah. This is the first one. And the second exchange is the one which is running on the hub, on the ZENIQ hub. And this is the one which is also decentralized, but can trade not just on one blockchain, can trade on all blockchains, all coins, all tokens. And this is the big difference. And I think this is the two different products. And the ZENIQ exchange, there will be a beta version. We will decide, depends how stable it is, how soon we will start with the testing phase. And but planned is this beta version end of the year, and then next year we will go on the market with this ZENIQ exchange. They are working hardcore. We are growing every time when I go in the IT department. There are new faces there, new people. So it's great to watch such a growing family. And very happy, especially during these times. If you see what is going on in the market, a lot of companies are crashing, and so it's a hard time. But happy that we are doing well and that we are still growing and continuing with our milestones.
Great. So that means swap first, and then the other one.
Exactly. Yeah.
Also, of course, the ZENIQ app will have a big role in the whole ecosystem of ZENIQ. There will come a version 2.0. So it's not just the update of the current app, it's a completely other app, let it say like that. Of course, nobody have to have fear that something is lost there. The best phrases, everything stays the same, but of course, much more possibilities.
Yeah, to be fully honest in this, when we started the whole idea 2 years ago, the technology was not on that level. Where is it now? And based on that, our previous idea of the app was a totally different one than now. And during this development, we said, let's add this, let's add this, let's add this. And we came to a technical limit of this infrastructure that we were using, where we decided already months ago to change and to prepare, let's say, a beta, so the best one at the moment, let's say it like this, to work on this infrastructure, to be able to open up like new possibilities, to have from the staking over the NFTs, over the debit card. So there are a lot of things are coming which are running on the app. There is also planned a possibility that you are minting directly into the app to have an overview of how much you have minted. So a lot of things are planned, of course not in the first version, but we will have, I think, a solid product very soon, and I will be very happy to announce this and to push this app, because just what I saw, I'm very, very, very happy with the results and what the guys are already developing.
So this app also, the version 2.0, is planned for August. And so a lot of things are planned for August. Like the swap.
Yes. No, a lot of things are now in the final stage, like the tokens, the ZENIQ swap, the app. So we will have an event in September, on the 17th of September. Werner can tell you guys a little bit more, but I think earlier, before this event, we will have these products already finished, so that we can talk about this. What are now the changes? What you can do? We want to educate all the people already in this event. with all these new possibilities and what that means for the whole ecosystem. Yeah? And I think this will be also a very interesting time. Yeah? And then we can already hopefully enjoy our ZENIQ debit card, having a few coffees and beers.
Great. Also something what is planned now for August to get started. A lot of people have asked all the time for that because they love ZENIQ, they love the brand, they love the possibilities, the potential, and they want to be visible also like that. So for that reason, a lot of work was done, what I know, to the ZENIQ merchandising. And just today, here in Austria, the first physical ZENIQ shop was opened. Today on the 26th, it's in the Kärntner Straße 501 in Graz in Austria. But of course, when you're living in South America, Austria is a little bit far away. Yeah?
Yes.
So that means also an online shop will be activated and with great products, fantastic quality. Also when we talk about shirts and caps and everything that is there. Also absolutely high quality, which is important. And great branding, and also what you see here in front, there is a nice drink, a fantastic one. It's an energy drink, ZENIQ.
I will try it.
Yeah, looks tasty already.
Amazing. Now, as Werner mentioned, we are very proud now to open our first ZENIQ shop, and of course, we have a lot of things that we were working through, let's say, the last few months. We have 250 products, so we have really the whole range from perfumes to shirts to everything that you can imagine. Also an energy drink. And so really, I think they overshoot completely our partners, and they have really amazing stuff. As Werner mentioned, there will be a step model. It will be first the shop in Austria, then we will go to the second one. We will open up the online shop. It will be first a testing phase just in Austria. After that, we will announce the European market, and then we go international. So just to have let's say a proper scaling. And yeah, I'm really excited and happy, and can be more than proud when I see all these products. And yeah, that will be a great stuff. So you can order it then directly on the website. Click on it, and then you come to the website with the products. We will have also at our summit end of the year, we will have a merchandise store where you can, of course, buy then the merchandise. Shirts, cups, and all the stuff that you wish. And yeah, so I'm looking forward.
Great, great. So so 3 events are coming now. The first one is on the 17th of September. This is a community event. It's a network event from the Safir side. So organized by partners of the network, so it's not the official Safir event, but of course they will have a lot of special guests there, also from our product partner ZENIQ. Also a lot of other things with like things where we just have spoken, because in this moment a lot of these things will be activated already. So great things to see there, possibly also a little bit forecasts to a few other things where we will not speak today about it. So there would be great, of course, for everyone to be part of it. The next few days you will be informed how it works. And then on the 13th of November, there is from ZENIQ a major event in the Burj Khalifa. You've spoken shortly about it already, but there everything, and this is also one of the reasons, of course, where ZENIQ will go in this massive direction from my point of view. Tokenization is possibly one of the biggest industries of the next centuries. What I've understood, a lot of preparations are done in the background, and so there we can expect a few not just good or great things, it will be possibly spectacular.
Yes, it's the Smart Chain Forum, and yeah, we are really excited about this project. We had last year already a kickoff project where we announced that we want to enter into tokenization, into the NFT market. And this year is actually the year where we want to present how. And partners, projects, the smart chain. We're working also on a white paper for the tokenization, how we want to do it, why our blockchain have benefits, what are the interesting tools that we have, who are our partners. And so we will also have a panel discussion. We will have speeches from people from this world of the tokenization of the NFT market to educate the people, also to bring investors to see what can we do with my business that I'm doing, how can I transfer this business to the digital market. And we want to help people and also to set up, you know, a good running business with them together. And so that's why this is so important. And we have last year already this big announcement that there were different eras of innovation, and we were announcing that now in Dubai, with all these big artists of NFTs, tokenization, Dubai is opening now huge, the crypto market, the NFTs, metaverse, and we think that this will be the new hub of innovation, one of the big eras. And we want to be one of the leading companies in this field. And we picked up this topic of the Medici family. The Medici family was actually doing every time a big event where they were inviting into the Palazzo Vecchio innovative people, like big investors, creative people, you know, out of the box thinkers, and they were all bringing these people together, and they were enjoying the night. And then new ideas came out, things that were never talked before, you know. And this is called the Medici effect. And we thought that the best location to do this is in a Burj Khalifa, which is the highest building of the world. This is our Palazzo Vecchio. And we also want to bring these people together to get this Medici effect out of this event. And so that's why it's a nice story. And of course, we want to create this effect with the talks afterwards, you know, bringing these people together to see what is possible with this new technology.
It's not just a great come together, but I've understood this is also the moment where this all thing that was prepared now so many months. When we talk about first projects for tokenization, there possibly we will see something.
Of course we will see something, but I don't want to say too much. But we will have, of course, in each event we want to present, let's say, special things of the whole ecosystem, to also explain why we are doing certain things, what is the timeline, what is the roadmap. And I think during this project it became bigger and bigger and bigger, and there will be a few new, let's say, how I can say, the ideas that we want to present, but also, let's say, structures, new ones to let's be able to handle all this. Yeah.
Great. So then, of course, the huge event at the end of the year from the Safir side is our global summit. This will be from the 3rd to the 6th of December. And so, of course, during this second half of the year, we will see a lot of new things which will get activated. Also smaller things which you not have spoken now, but important ones. Yeah? We just speak right now about the bigger topics. So a lot of things are until that, but basically a lot of preparations are done specifically to announce it then on the summit. So this will be mind-blowing, as I cannot say it on a different way, because I know what is prepared, what is still in preparation phase, what could get ready to this moment. And so everyone should be there. Also, of course, if you have your community around you, they should be there too, because every question is answered after that, from my point of view. Because just that what we have heard now in this short community update, that's a part of the whole thing. And when you look sometimes outside there in the market or other projects, if they just have one puzzle of that, what ZENIQ is building, is offering, is developing, they have already a sustainable project. But this is much more than that. It's a whole ecosystem, it's an infrastructure where basically everyone can connect to it. And this makes it so spectacular. So I'm very happy. I think there was already a lot of great information now in this update. A lot of the things are prepared for the summit in Dubai end of the year.
Maybe some add-on to this end of the year. The event will happen from the 3rd to the 6th of December. This date was a long discussion because we know that there is Formula One, we know that there is the Soccer World Championship, but this was on purpose because from the 6th to the 8th of December, there is this air show. It's one of the biggest air shows in the world. There are helicopters, there are private jets, there are drones, the new technology. They are doing like a lot of, let's say, test flying and shows. And of course, who is there? AVINOQ is there. And VU, the marketplace. And so for us, this was a perfect time to have exactly before that the event. And then invite all the participants, all the people who are coming there to this 3 days afterwards to see what AVINOQ is doing, to see the first time private jets live, what you can do, and hopefully you can enjoy it then with AVINOQ, and then not just see it, also try it. And I think this is also a great thing, and I'm super happy about it. And so I think this will be a nice event. And the event will happen in the Jumeirah Madinat, which is directly in front of the Burj Al Arab. So very nice location. Who knows Dubai knows exactly what I'm talking about. So that will be for sure an amazing venue. So thanks for choosing this.
Yeah. So in August, of course, it will be possible to book, to be part of it, of the Global Summit. And of course, there's a limited number of participants which can take place, because also a lot of activities are planned around, so not wait too long if you want to be part of it. And of course, like I said before, there we will see what is prepared for that. And this, of course, will give us, from my point of view, a massive kickoff for the year 2023, because then basically the whole foundation with a lot of possibilities and tools and functions are already in place. And so I'm super happy. Thank you, ERWIN, for the possibility of this talk, and I hope that we all see us together later than in December. Of course, a few people also will be there already on the November event 2 of ZENIQ. This is paid per personal invitation. And very happy. Thanks a lot, and all the best to everyone.